Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at Just Keep Swimming _podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr. 13, dropping hot beats for the city as always, so make sure you guys keep up with his latest projects. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to do a quick episode, and I'm going to title this one, You Can't Save Them All. So, a few times where I work in the school is times when I run into students that, they want to join the program because they hear they can go to college and they have all these big dreams and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. What's your name? I'll get down their student number. I'll get their name. And then probably like in 2 days or so, I'll call them out of class to give them opportunity to, do what they say they want to do, to actually fill out some college applications, join the program, do whatever they want to do. But then it's like when I make that call, they don't never come. They'll never come to my class or come to my classroom to come get the help they ask for. And I'm always curious of like, why are there so many people out there that say they want this, they want that, but then when the time to action arises, they don't take it, And it's kind of like, everybody's just talking. And for me, it really distracts me and messes me up because, I have this mindset that I can help everybody. I have the ability. I feel I have the mindset. I feel I have the heart. I feel I have the resources to really help. Definitely when I'm in the school, to help the students with whatever they need help with. Definitely when it comes to getting ready for college, because that's my job. That's what I get paid for, Like I start to realize that a lot of the times, the answers come up when I'm carrying something interesting. Like whatever the day the field trip was, you had students that saw me carrying around bowls of panda. I had like 5 bowls of panda in my hand, about to go deliver to the counselors, and they're all like, "Oh, hey mister, can I get a bowl?" And I'm like, "Nah man, you gotta join my program." "Oh, well, what program are you?" Now I explain what the program is. They're like, "Oh, I want to go to college. That sounds cool." I'm like, okay, I got you. Look, come follow me. Here's the application. Fill out the application. Turn it in. And once you turn it in, I'll help you out with whatever you need help with to help you get ready for school. Even if it's just CSN, I got you. No question. And it's like they're all excited. "Okay, mister. Yes, sir. I got you. I'll be seeing you soon then." And maybe 1 out of the 5 students will actually bring the application back and come for the actual assistance that they're looking for. And it's like, I can only help the ones that actually come to me. And I think, one thought I had when I was writing this message is you can only save the ones that want to be saved, And it made me think back to Rosa Parks. So, not Rosa Parks, I'm so sorry, Miss Harriet Tubman. So Miss Harriet Tubman, when she was doing the underground slave trade or Underground Railroad, she always talked about how she carries a gun. And everybody's like, oh, you killing slave owners? And she's like, no, this gun ain't for the slave owners. This gun is for the people that said they want to come, but then once we start the journey, they're slowing us down and they're not as dedicated as they said they were. So you know what, I'm gonna get rid of this person right now, because this person is going to make us get caught and make us get in trouble and back to being a slave. And it was like, she realized that she can't save everyone, and if she can't save them, then she has to leave them behind and move forward, because the ones that want to be saved, they're actually going to do the work, they're going to do the effort, they're going to do everything they can to get better. I learned the same thing when I was out there reffing flag football. There are so many players out there that, players and coaches that, they say they need help, they want some help, but then when I go over there and try to offer some help, they're standoffish. They don't want to hear it. No, I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this. And you're like, okay, coach, do what you do then. I'm trying to help you out because you said that you need help and this is your first time coaching. But now that you're actually, got the ball rolling, as they say, you're actually in the midst of it. You're not backing up what you said you wanted, what you said you needed. You said you need some assistance. I'm offering you some assistance, but now you don't want the assistance because you feel that you're doing a great job, even though your team is losing. You guys can't get a first down, and it's like, I'm trying to help you out, sir, but if you don't want the help, I can't do nothing for you. If you're not willing to be open-minded, willing to take a step back and say, I asked for this help, this person is now offering me, giving me what I asked for, and now I'm denying it, I can't save you then. I can't do nothing for you, because you have to be the one that's willing to want the help, to need the help, And there's times like that where I know that applies to myself. Like, there's a lot of things in life that I know I don't have perfectly down. Let's talk about finances. I'm not the richest man in the world. I know I'm not. But at the same time, I don't go out there in the world and ask for help all the time when it comes to my finances. If I do ask for help, I sit down and I listen to the help that's being offered to me. But if I, don't want the help, a lot of times I don't ask for it, because the last thing I want is people to be upset that they gave me advice and I'm not taking their advice because it wasn't the advice I was looking for, or, I'm feeling quote unquote standoffish, or I feel like I don't need the assistance in this realm, And I think that's like, it's like going to a therapist and, sitting there talking all your problems out, but then when they give you some sound advice to help you fix whatever issue you're having, you decide, I don't need your help, actually. I just came here for you to listen to me. I don't actually want the assistance, and stuff like that just makes me laugh, because it's like, well, what's the point then? Like, if you just need somebody to talk to, you can go to a bar and talk to the bartender, and they'll listen to you all day long, all night long, and let you just rip random. As long as you keep buying drinks, they'll do that, But if you're actually paying for somebody to go and assist you, then accept that assistance. Like, another example I have for you guys, this is an interesting one. So recently, again, we had the field trip happening. I had about 3 students that had some failing grades, So I'm one to always give opportunity. So what I did was I went to my office. I didn't have to be at the school that day, mind you. I went out my way because I wanted to give these kids an opportunity, because I feel like if you're in my program, you deserve this opportunity, So either way, I went out my way, went to the school, print out some documents, and found 2 to 3 students. And, I gave them a paper to say, hey, you have some bad grades. You need to go take this to your teacher. If they sign off on it to say that you can go on the field trip, then you're allowed to go. But if they don't sign off on it, I can't do nothing for you, So, one student, I gave it to him. He was real receptive. Oh, man, thank you so much, Mitchell. I appreciate you for this, man. You the best, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I got you. No problem. Went to another student. She understood because she was in this situation last year. So I gave it to her. She was like, okay, thank you, mister. I'll get this handled. I'll get back to you. And then the third student, I couldn't find him at all. Unfortunately, I couldn't find him. So let's go over now. So the first student that I gave the paper to, I gave it to him. Again, he was all happy, excited. Thank you for the opportunity. He's going to get this done and blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard from the student since then. I sent him an email saying, hey, following up, just want to see if you got them papers done. He never responded back to me. Okay, well, obviously you don't want my help because I'm trying to offer you opportunity. You don't want it, so I'm not going to force it down your throat. The second student, the female, I sent her the email as well, following up with her. She responded responded back to the email. I talked to my teacher. He actually did raise my grade up. You know, can you look at my grades now and see if I can go? I went and looked at her grades. Her grades got raised up like she said they did. I was like, yes, let's go. I'll see you on Thursday. I'll see you on the field trip. And super clean, super easy. The student wanted it, and she went out there and got it done because she actually wanted that. The third student, like I said, he was nowhere to be found. I went and talked to one of his teachers, and his teacher was like, yeah, he's not even trying in my class. He's not giving no effort, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, understandable. So then I also asked the teacher, if he came with a paper asking about the field trip, will you be able to explain that to him? Like, would you give him the opportunity? He was like, man, if this kid actually came up to me and said these things, I will probably let him go because he's showing effort, but he doesn't never show this effort, so I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, okay. So guess what? Morning of the field trip, mind you, I sent the kid an email as well, trying to say, hey, where are you at? I'm trying to find you. He never responds to his email. Morning of the field trip, he shows up at the field trip, ready to get on the bus. And I'm like, hey, bro, I can't let you on the bus, man. You got some bad grades. I reached out to you to try to, you know, figure out what's going on. You never respond to my email, but all of a sudden you're here for the field trip. I can't let you go on the field trip because your grades you're not doing what you need to do in the classroom. And this is a reward, not a benefit. So you need to, you know, get your grades up and possibly go on the next one. He ain't give me no, oh, mom, man, I missed the email. No, he's okay, and walked off. And I'm like, you know, that right there is a sign of a student that just doesn't really care, and he's just here for the free opportunity right now. He's not really here to get his grades up, to do something better for himself. He just heard that we're doing field trips and give out free food, and that's why he joined the program. You know, that's something that my coach would call a jersey wearer. You know, a jersey wearer was somebody on the football team that would come on the team just to wear the jersey, but they didn't actually want to put in the work to become a better player, to become a better person. Like, in track was funny, because in track we had a lot of those. So a lot of people come out there the first 2 weeks of track and they'll do all their practicing and stuff, and then once they get the track sweatsuit, they'll drop the team because all they wanted was a sweatsuit. And it's like, what are you really here for? You know, like, are you really just here to say that you were a part of something, or are you actually trying to take advantage of what the benefits that this program has for you? You know, are you really trying to be on the track team? Are you really trying to get faster, or do you just want the hoodie to show that, oh, I'm a part of something and I got an extra picture in the yearbook now, you know? And it's like, if that's what people want, let them have it. At the end of the day, that's all we can do, is let them have that. But for the ones that really want it, they'll show you that they really want it, you know? And my goal is to also always try to realize who really wants it and who doesn't, you know? So like when I first started this podcast, before I started the podcast, I had a lot of friends that used to come to me with their life issues, with problems, with trying to gain understanding. And one thing I used to do was, you know, pardon me, go on my way again, I'll sometimes go on YouTube, find a TED Talk that will kind of explain the situation they're in and give solutions. And then I'll share that TED Talk with them and be like, yo, this right here is really deep. It could possibly help you out. I hope it does help. You know, take a listen and say what you think about it, you know? I had a few friends that would actually respond back to me. He's like, man, thank you so much for sharing that. It was deep. You know, you're right. I'm going to try this right now. I love how she said this, that, and the third. And they'll relate that they listen to something that I sent them over. But I have a lot of people that will reach back out to me and they'll just go over the same issues like nothing ever happened. I'm like, I'll ask them, did you listen to that video I sent you, or did you check out that audiobook I sent you? They'll be like, oh no, I haven't got time for it, but blah, 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 blah. And it's like, sorry, I can't help you out no more because I gave you some assistance. I found some way to, you know, give you some type of power, to give you some type of knowledge for the situation you're in. I went out my way to find knowledge that I feel will apply to you and share it with you. And with you not taking the time to actually listen to it, that lets me know that you're just looking for a superhero. You're looking for somebody that's going to come in here and swoop you off your feet and do everything for you. And unfortunately, we don't have no Cape Crusaders in this world, you know. Yeah, we have firemen, police, ambulance. They are our modern day superheroes, but we don't have no Superman, no Spider-Man, or anything like that, you know. if you really want to be saved, you have to save yourself. You have to get up and fight that battle yourself and push yourself through, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna do the best I can to help those that want to be helped, but I can't help everybody. Unfortunately, I don't have all the time in the world. I don't have all the resources to hold anybody's hand. I tell my students that all the time, like, I'm gonna call you out for an initial service to do what I have to do for my job, but if you want all the true benefits of the TRIO program, you need to open your mouth and let me know and come out. If you open your mouth and say, hey, Mr. AJ, I need help, I'm gonna come find you, I'm gonna help you. But I'm not gonna come find you and say, hey, do you need help with anything? Because I have too many other people who are actually opening their mouth and speaking up and saying, I need assistance in that. And the people that speak up, they're the ones who get fed. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. And I can't go around and try to find everybody and figure out who's hungry, who's not hungry. The ones who are actually hungry and want to eat, they're going to speak up and they're going to say something, But the ones who aren't hungry, we got to just let them be and let them do what they want to do, And it's kind of a sad thing. Like, I hate when I see things like that. Like the other day, there was a fight at school, and one of the students I saw getting arrested, he was laughing. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world that he got into a fight, lost his slippers, being arrested, and now about to be, who knows, RPC, put into juvenile hall, sent to opportunity school. Who knows what's about to happen to the student? But he's sitting here laughing at the misfunction that his life is in. And sadly, I looked at him and I was like, that's one of the students that can't be saved, Like, it was sad to say, but it was like, I'm looking at a future conflict, like, yes, he can turn his life around. I give everybody a second opportunity, but as of right now, you can't save this guy. He has to decide to want to save himself if he wants to transform his life around. And I'm pretty sure he can make that opportunity, no question. He can make that choice, no doubt in my mind at all, but he has to make that choice. And I think that's something that I really wanted to get across to everybody. It's like, I have all my people out there that I know we have a big heart and we want to help everybody in this amazing world. We want to give the world everything we can give it. But at the same time, there's only so much we can give to people who don't really care for what we're giving, Like, it's there's an amazing story about a guy who actually, look, I'm gonna take that back. Let's go to the Bible with this one. So the story in the Bible was I can't remember who it was. He was a king. They were having war somewhere and they were playing up at somebody's farm, pretty much just kind of like using it as their main base. But while they're here at this guy's farm, they're protecting his farm, make sure nobody comes and attacks him and his family. Nobody destroys his animals, mess with his animals or anything like that. So when it was time for the king to leave, the king talked to the guy and he was like, hey, we've been here for about a year now. We've been protecting your stuff, protecting your crops, protecting your family. Can you give us some bread and water so we can travel with, so we can go on to our next destination? And the guy was like, I didn't ask you to do none of this stuff for me. I didn't ask you to come here and protect my animals, protect my family. You guys did that on your own, and that's all your fault. You have to figure this out yourself. And the king was like in the mindset of, man, I am about to attack this dude. Like, this dude just played me to the fullest. Like, I helped him out so much and he's acting like none of this ever happened, and he's not even going to admit that me being here was a benefit for him. He's 100% selfish and saying, this is your choice, and because you gave me free stuff doesn't mean I'm gonna give anything back to him. And the king was ready to go kill him and his whole family if the guy's wife never rolled out and said, you know what, my husband is a fool, and here's the supplies you need. Thank you so much, we appreciate you, but yeah, sorry, my husband is a fool. And I think that right there goes to a lot of people. Like, if you ask for help, or if somebody's helping you out and you don't have the kindness in your heart to say thank you, I appreciate you or anything, you are a fool, because you just got some free resources and you're just taking advantage of them. And you need to stop and be appreciative of what you have, because this person didn't have to do all this, and now you're making it so that this person doesn't want to come and help you ever again in their life. So it's like, if the people want to be saved, they'll be saved. The people who you do save and they're appreciative, they'll show you they're appreciative to be saved. But there are so many people out in the world that don't want to be saved, and they're not going to show the appreciation of anything that you've done for them. And those are the people that we need to learn to move on, to let go, to not hold grudges to, but just move on away from them, because all they're going to do is keep burning our energy up. They're going to act like they don't need nothing from us, take everything from us, and just burn us out and leave us with nothing, and then make it seem like it's our fault for helping them out, you know. So so all my people out there that like to, you know, help the world, that like to give back, we have to understand that we can give. Let's give as much as we can, as much as our heart allows us to. But at the same time, we have to understand that some people we may be given to aren't going to ever appreciate anything that we gave them, and they're never even going to see it as we're giving them something. They're going to see it as we were just doing some type of duty, and they were just benefiting off it, but they're not going to see it as a benefit for themselves, you know. So it's like, yes, we can't save everyone, you guys. I know it's a hard concept to swallow, a hard pill to get across, but it's something that we have to truly understand as of right now, that we can't save everyone. There's so many people in this world that we can save, that need to be saved, that want to be saved, and the goal is to go out there and find those people, because there's other people that we're going to try to save, and it's going to be a waste of our time, a waste of resources, you know. It's equivalent to the time Superman saved somebody and got sued because a guy wanted to kill himself, and he was like, well, you was jumping off a building, sir. I saved your life. Yeah, but I wanted to die. And it's like, deep. I'm saved somebody who didn't want to be saved. Now let me be cautious and ask somebody if you want to be saved. Like, funny thing, my CPR classes we always take, you always have to look on the person that you're about to give CPR to with signs of do not resuscitate, because there's really people out there in the world with do not resuscitate tattooed on their heart. So if they're ever going into some type of cardiac arrest, some type of seizure or anything, you have to just step back and let them go through wherever they're going to, because they don't want to be saved. And they made a clear sign that they don't want to be saved. And guess what? If you do save that person, they can sue you for everything because they didn't want to be saved. And it's like super crazy. It's a crazy world that we're in, but that's the world that we're in. And we have to, you know, respect people's choices for where they are, and, you know, find the ones who are going to truly appreciate us no matter who we are, where we are, you know. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to share that with you guys today. It's been something I've been pondering on, and wanted to, you know, just give you guys some deep messages for today. If that did resonate for you guys, please let me know. You already know you can reach out to us on the email, on IG, on TikTok, on Facebook, anywhere you got social media, you should be able to reach out to us. You always find us on YouTube as well to listen to our videos there. But with that being said, if this message did resonate, share it with a friend, share it with a family member, share it with somebody who thinks they're a superhero and tries to help everybody. Just try to get this message across that, you know, you can't save everybody. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that resonated. Hope you guys have a great day, a marvelous afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember to just keep swimming.